.7:15, welcome back to BT. Earlier, Christine Houde was joining us from the Heart and Stroke Foundation with some ideas about whole foods and how some superfoods can help you when it comes to multiple diseases. And now we're going to put some of them together in a tasty, delicious recipe. What are you making?
We're making a mango quinoa salad. This is a great, delicious recipe. It's from our Quick and Healthy Volume 4 in partnership with the Manitoba Canola Growers. It's delicious. Like you said, it contains some of those whole foods we talked about, and there's lots of summer left. It's a great backyard barbecue salad to take as well.
Yeah, simple and light, really nice. Let's talk about some of the super things that are going in there. Should we start with quinoa?
Sure.
What makes that so important? It's such a big deal now.
Well, quinoa is very popular, absolutely, and you know it's a grain. It's kind of a seed actually, but we treat it kind of as a grain.
Okay.
Really easy to prepare, and as I said before, it's actually a complete protein, which is kind of unusual when it comes to grains. So it's a great food to have. And I think the other thing is we kind of get caught up in our routine all the time. It's something different to kind of add to our regular.
Potatoes, rice,
exactly.
Complete protein. Can you explain that one for me?
It contains all the essential amino acids that our body requires, and that's something that's not always present in a grain. So that's what makes quinoa kind of unique. Very easy to prepare.
Cook it like rice?
Cook it like rice.
Yeah.
1 cup of dry produces about 3 cups of cooked quinoa. Follow the directions on the box. Super easy to make.
Keep in mind it's going to get bigger. So
it is going to get bigger. That's right.
You can overflow the pot real easy.
Right.
Then they're done that.
That's right. So we're starting with 2 cups of cooked quinoa.
Okay.
And to that we're going to be adding in some of our vegetables. Now, great time of the year to be making salads. The garden is just bursting with all of these great vegetables. So cucumbers coming from the garden. We've got some peppers in here, and we're adding in some mango, which is unfortunately not in the garden, but it's a great addition to this recipe. It gives it a nice fruity taste. We're also adding in some dried cranberries, which gives it a bit of zest as well.
Nice.
And a couple of green onions. In this case, I'm actually putting in some chives from the garden.
Oh, sweet.
So that's kind of a nice thing. So we're going to give that a mix, and we're going to add in a couple tablespoons of almonds as well. And you'll recall that we talked about those before, about the benefits of nuts and how they can have, those go right in there. And what a great benefit nuts are to addition to our diet.
Sure.
So that's all that's going into the salad. Now we're going to make our dressing.
Oh, as simple as that.
Just as easy as that.
Okay.
So always talking about how making our dressing is really the way to go. We're in charge of the ingredients. We can use healthy fats, and we know what's going into it. So we've started off with just the juice of 1 orange that's already in there.
Okay.
So we're going to add in the zest of the orange as well.
Yeah,
that's going in there too.
Nice.
And in addition to that, we're going to add in a tablespoon of white wine vinegar and 2 tablespoons of canola oil. And again, canola oil being an unsaturated fat, great benefits to our heart health as well. And some cumin is going in there. And just a little bit of added sugar as well, just to give it a little bit of sweetness in there too. And that's basically it.
So no salt in there going in at all?
Absolutely.
Which is really nice
salt.
because that's a big difference from my usual dressing.
Is that right? It really gives a lot of flavor, but you're going to notice that the overall nutrition information about this salad, there's essentially 0 sodium, which is also unusual, but vibrant flavors, so we don't need that added salt and those salted ingredients to give a great tasting salad.
Nice. Going in?
Yep, that goes in.
Voila.
We were talking before how it seems to be that salads are really the common thing to do with quinoa, but there's lots of other things that you can do with quinoa as well. You can make casseroles, you serve it with fish, throw it in chili, lots of different things you can do.
Wherever I would throw in my usual potatoes or my usual rice or my usual beans, I've got the quinoa available for you.
That's right.
And when it's all said and done, this is our finished product over here?
You got it.
May I?
You bet.
Right, you'll find this recipe book. You'll find this recipe not only online but in the book as well. And for all the links, you can do breakfasttelevision.ca. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Cheers. Going to take a break. Still plenty to come today on BT, including some help when it comes to your garden.
This program is brought to you in part by Quinoa, furniture, inspiration, design. Quinoa, creating possibilities.